Hi, folks. Welcome to the 2026 Summer Company information session. My name is Colleen. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the artistic director and co-founder of Frog in Hand. And with me is Jessica Sen.
Hey everyone, nice to see you. My name is Jessica Sen. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Director of Operations at Frog in Hand. And I've been working here since 2019, and I started out as a summer company member. We invite you to introduce yourselves in the chat, let us know where you're tuning in from today, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, we'd also be delighted to know how you heard about Frog in Hand. So before we go further, I'd like to just offer a brief land acknowledgement. Frog in Hand is based in Treaty 13A territory. That's the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat people. Action speaks louder than words, so I invite you to learn more about and support the work of the Eagle Spirits of the Great Waters, an organization that's led by Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. It's a friendship group, and it's based in South Mississauga. This is a group of people who come together to share, celebrate, and create space for Indigenous arts and cultures. And some of their programs include their drumming circle and their Indigenous language program. If you're looking to learn more, you can visit eaglespirits.ca. So let's talk a little bit about Frog in Hand. Frog in Hand is a dance theater company based in Mississauga, Ontario. Our mission is to uncover, make, and share stories through dance. We contribute to community by sharing resources, knowledge, and experience through creation, performance, and education. We operate as a registered charity, and we're incorporated as a not-for-profit. So we have a volunteer board. We carefully attend to what we make and how we make it. We craft innovative work reflecting our passion for movement as a medium to transcend language. We're committed to engaging spaces in ways that recognize and honor diverse stories and storytellers. We create site-specific experiences as platforms for artistic exchange, collaboration, and social change. And what does this look like? It can look like dancers rehearsing in a field or parading through the streets. It can look like performers on stilts walking through a parking lot at night. The photo on this slide was actually taken during outdoor rehearsals for our production, Stories in the Woods. And we also create shows on stages. We create shows and we rehearse indoors as well. Frog in Hand is woven into our local community. We're in the process of relocating our practice to a community hall at the Unitarian Congregation of Mississauga. So the 2026 Summer Company will be the first one to call this space home. And we couldn't be more excited. We look forward to sharing more details about this incredible place.
So in today's session, we will cover eligibility, our funder, the Canada Summer Jobs Program, what is the Summer Company, examples of past companies, a sample day in the company, and audition info and process. And at the end, we open the floor to your questions.
Okay, eligibility. So we get questions about this all the time. And to be clear, Frog in Hand doesn't set these criteria. The federal government does because we're funded by the Canada Summer Jobs Program. So to be eligible for this program, participants must be under 30 at the time of the program's start, which is tentatively scheduled for July 2nd, 2026. So that means to be eligible, any candidate has to be 30 or under on July 2nd. If you turn 31 during the program, you're eligible. We've actually had that happen before. You need to be a Canadian citizen, permanent resident, or person whom refugee protection has been conferred. So if you are one of those people, usually you would know, you would have some kind of a status to share. You need a valid SIN number, and you need to be legally entitled to work in Canada. So the Summer Company and the Canada Summer Jobs programs are aimed at creating jobs for youth entering the Canadian job market. So international students are unfortunately not eligible. This being said, if you are eligible and you still want to audition, let us know. We're always looking to engage with people, to meet new people. So you can take a look at the criteria there. Jessica has dropped the link. I'm going to pass it to Jess for the next slide.
So as Colleen mentioned, the Canada Summer Jobs set these eligibility criteria as our funder to operate the programming, which we have run for the last incredible 8 years. And we confirmed that the summer company is running this year, and we're looking forward to sharing more details at our auditions next month. The Canada Summer Jobs Grant is an initiative of the federal government created to provide young Canadians, especially those who face unique barriers, with paid seasonal employment and development in skills in their field to transition into the Canadian workforce. For Frog in Hands, we use this funding to build much needed bridges for artists and culture workers from post-secondary training or comparable experience to a professional company environment. We provide on-the-job training, but this is a paid employment opportunity with professional standards. So in a way, it's different from a dance intensive or a class, and you will work alongside international artists from the arts community. This initiative is designed for artists under 30 and has other eligibility requirements as set out by the funder, as you just heard. And we encourage you to read the eligibility requirements and audition call carefully to be sure that you qualify. While we can't confirm the exact amount right now, the company usually comprises around 8 dancers.
So what is the summer company? So the summer company is 8 to 9 weeks of full-time seasonal employment. It is a GTA-based experience. We are right near the Port Credit GO station. It is Frog in Hand's response to the challenge of youth unemployment, and it's an investment in the future of the arts. It's an opportunity to be paid to create, teach, perform, and collaborate on new work, to remount and reimagine repertoire. It's a chance to explore contemporary dance, site-specific dance, and dance theater. And it's an experience to be part of a community, right? We practice a community-connected way of sharing the arts in a suburban environment. And across Mississauga, the summer company dancers are going to create new work, remount repertoire, gain professional performance experience, lead educational outreach and programs, and they're going to be paid to train in artistic forms they might otherwise not have encountered, things like stage combat and physical theater. We are going to just take you through some examples of highlights from past summer companies.
So in 2021, we worked on a joyful roving piece infused with clowning called Caretakers, where we spread joy across Port Credit, the lakeshore, and collaborating with Clay and Paper Theater on making these large, beautiful illuminated puppets. And we also performed in Bollywood Monster Mashup, which is a festival here in Mississauga. And we also remounted our Stories in the Woods, which was a sci-fi dance theater promenade style outdoor show, which premiered in 2019 at the Small Arms Inspection Building Ground. And this piece continued our work in placemaking.
In 2022, we did War of the Worlds Reimagined at the Port Credit Arena. So all of these photos are from that. That was a really exciting opportunity to tell a story with a large group of dancers. We also performed at Sampradaya Summer Skies Festival, and we did various outdoor community performances like the Bread and Honey Festival. Yeah, it was a really wonderful, eclectic year of programming. In 2023, we put on a full-length piece called Noir. So that one was based on film noir, and it was a 60-minute performance. It was also site-specific, so it was a piece that we did in a brewery. We did a collaboration with the Luminato Festival and Walk UK. It was called Walk with a Mall. So Frog in Hand was responsible for collaborating on the Mississauga edition of that. And the summer company performed in it. We did a new clowning piece that year called Pastel's Imaginarium, and we performed it all across the GTA. So it was a dance theater piece. We performed it at the Bread and Honey Festival, the Wee Festival in Toronto, in Port Credit, in Dufferin Grove, and at the Guild Festival Theatre in Scarborough. So a lot of different places. In 2024, that was our first year with the art shelter. As you can see here, that's the mural in the background. So we self-produced our mixed bill. It was our first time ever doing a mixed bill, and that was at the art shelter. It was called Summer Dances at the Summer Dances Festival. And then we did Beekeepers around Port Credit. Again, we did Bread and Honey Festival, the Guild Festival, and we performed in Mississauga's Lisgar Park. Yeah, it's incredible. We've been running this company, this project we're entering our 9th year. So these are all just high level kind of highlights. Last year, we again did the summer dances mixed bill at the Art Shelter, and we went to Hamilton for the first time. So we did tour, which was the piece that you see here with the hat. So that piece we performed at across Port Credit. And it was a site-specific promenade style piece inspired by the Tour de France. And then also we performed at the Hamilton Conservatory for Art. It was a really wonderful initiative called Dances at the Bay. And we did a piece of repertoire, kind of reimagining our piece noir for new audiences and for an outdoor environment. So that was like a 10-minute excerpt. So essentially, we did new work, we did remounted pieces, and we did site-specific dance theater productions. All were very highly physical and based in contemporary dance.
Right, so here are some testimonials from past summer company members, including myself, as I was part of the 2019 and 2020 summer company. I was the production assistant. And I said the summer company is one of the best highlights, if not the best highlight of the year. And that still rings true today after 8 years. And then somebody, an anonymous member said, I will never stop laughing. Everything feels like joy and humor to me now. I've also gained friends with good character who have taught me how to connect with other dancers on a human rather than dancer level. And I think it stems from empathy and truly seeing each other right off the bat. So after the end of every summer company, it feels a bit emotional. It feels like, we've, found another family within the company, and it's usually bittersweet to end the 9 weeks. But there you go. We've had several successful years with a lot of folks that recommend the summer company, and probably that's where a lot of you folks heard from those folks as well. So now I'm going to share a day in the life of the summer company. And this was me and Jada last year at the Summer Dances Festival. So a sample day in the life looks like, so the summer company this year will be in person in Mississauga at the Unitarian Congregation. And the sample schedule for a typical day. So for the past couple of summer companies, we have implemented the 4-day work week. So we typically run the company Wednesday to Saturday, which we are again intending for this year, with a few exceptions when we have a Sunday event or a show. And we expect 2026 to look like this. You would travel to Mississauga on the GO train or by car. You might be carpooling with somebody in downtown Toronto, because there might be some members that are commuting from there. And then we start with a morning class with Colleen or another guest artist. And then we rehearse repertoire for our shows at Hamilton's Dances at the Bay. You would have lunch, and after move into creation and rehearsals for a different project. And then at the end of the day, there is a reflection to just close off and wrap up. So this year, our time will be spent rehearsing for a variety of performances, and we aim to liven up the work week by mixing up a variety of projects and by bringing in guest artists to teach technique and repertoire. And now I'm going to pass it over to Colleen to let you know the exciting projects that we have planned for the summer.
Yes, I'm going to talk you through the plans we have for 2026. Please keep in mind these are subject to change because of various things that might come up. But essentially, let me make that bigger so I can read it. Our projects include Cafe Noisette. So that's a tried and true project that was a crowd favorite. So we're bringing it back in Hamilton for Dances at the Bay. We're going to create a soccer-themed site-specific piece. So essentially, this is inspired by the FIFA World Cup, and that piece is, the working title is The Beautiful Game, We're going to take our piece Stories in the Woods and make it into a dance film. And we are going to do summer dances, and we're looking at creating one piece that's called Taranta that we've been working on for a long time. So that'll be a 60-minute show that we're looking to perform about 6 times. Every day we're going to do morning classes. We will train in contemporary technique, stage combat, in particular quarterstaff, which is a long stick. We're going to do training in site-specific work. We'll do devised creation, so we'll collaborate together to create new repertoire. We'll look at character creation, improvisation, partnering. We often do fitness together as well because our artistic associate, Alice Kavanagh, is a certified personal trainer, so we often use weights and work on cardio. Taranta has a lot of cardio, a lot of jumping, so we will be working on our fitness. We also outreach to community events. We offer company classes. Sometimes we have people come in to take those as well. We have special workshops, things like in the past, we've done stage combat. We've had Alvin Calentes teach Gaga. We've done flying low with Mika Baldman. And then we've done various things in terms of the production side. So we've had special workshops in textiles, set construction, lighting design, and prop building. And we ask the dancers to often, lend a hand where they can. I'm going to pass it over to Jessica, who's going to give us some pragmatic info about the summer company.
All right, so pragmatic stuff is my favorite. So I'm going to be talking more about payroll, pay amounts, and the starts and end days. So all summer company members will be seasonal employees and paid Ontario's minimum wage for 31 hours of work per week for a total of 9 weeks. And these are employee roles, which means summer company members receive CPP employment insurance and vacation pay. And funding is from the Canada Summer Jobs, Arts Councils, and other foundations. And we're expecting to hear more information about the funding that we've received. The program is slated to start July 2nd and end on August 29th. And we will be working at our new home at the Unitarian Congregation in Mississauga. And you can search it up on Google Maps. It's just near Port Credit GO Station on Huron, Ontario, at the corner of the QEW. And you would need to be able to travel to work, so we can help work out carpooling with other fellow members and navigating the GO trains. I've definitely had to do that as well. And it's not as hard as you think. It's actually very reliable.
Amazing. So now I'm going to be going over the audition process and the requirements. So for submissions, please go to our website, that's froginhand.com, and you can find the Google form. Applications are due Monday, April 20th at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. You're required to submit these main pieces: your headshot, ideally something recent that really looks like you so that we recognize you when we see you. You're also welcome to add an optional cover letter, maximum 1 page. I actually do recommend that people submit this. It's an opportunity for us to get to know you, your intentions for the summer company, maybe something about why you'd like to work with Frog in Hand, or what you think you would get out of the summer company. Equally, like what you bring to the room. What do you have to offer? I'd love to read that from you. But again, it is optional. And then your resume, 2 pages maximum. Movement reel or footage of you dancing, we say a 3-minute maximum. Ideally for your movement reel, it should be something that is well lit and we can see you move. It can be footage of you being on stage, or it could be improvisation. It could be excerpts of you in class. Whatever it is, we are looking for dynamic range. We're looking to see, theatricality, partner work. You could even do some floor work, just things that also show your strengths, whatever those are. If you are someone who does hip hop or ballroom or that kind of thing, you can show that versatility too. We would be delighted to just see footage that's, high quality and well lit. And please identify who you are in the footage. If there are lots of people on stage with you, just like a little arrow, or identify what you're wearing, what your costume is. That always makes it easier for us when we're reviewing. And we're going to accept those videos in YouTube or as Vimeo links. If you have a password, just make sure you let us know what it is and don't change it after you've submitted it. And we're going to let you know by April 24th if you've been invited to audition. All the information in your application is confidential, and it's just for Frog in Hand's internal use. Yeah. Next. We're going to be auditioning people on Friday, May 1st, with callbacks the following day. The audition and the callbacks are taking place at the Unitarian Congregation in Mississauga. So this is an important part of the audition process, is being able to navigate and find our new location, because it does require you traveling out to Mississauga. But yeah, we are very happy to advise you on the best way to get there and help give some transit details. In-person auditions are highly preferred. If you can't attend the auditions and callbacks and you're not based in the GTA or the Greater Golden Horseshoe, which is Toronto, Peel, Durham, Hamilton, you can submit an additional video audition to be considered. But we do have a protocol for auditions. Please contact us for more details. And as always, everybody knows, especially through COVID, it is so much nicer to meet somebody in person, and that auditions, it's you auditioning us as well as us auditioning you. And there's nothing like actually meeting in person to be able to get that sense of a good fit and to get to know people. So this is why we really, really highly encourage in-person auditions. Yeah, there you go.
Right. So we are seeking people with dance ability, technique, dynamic range, and recommended at least 1 year of post-secondary dance training. Physically and emotionally imaginative folks between the age of 18 to 30, skilled dancers with a professional practice, versed in dance techniques, artists skilled at character development and storytelling, artists with an interest in choreography, devised theater, and collaborative creative process, diverse voices, identities, and not required but preferred to be Mississauga-based. But Mississauga artists are prioritized since we are a Mississauga company building arts infrastructure here. And if these all resonate with you, or you know somebody who may be interested, feel free to share the call with them.
I hope you don't mind me jumping in to add something here, Jessica. This is something that we say every year, which is that while we are looking for individuals, we're also building an ensemble, and we're casting for specific repertoire and projects that we have. So just keep in mind that there are also criteria for us in terms of, building a group of people who are going to spend time together. So that's part of our consideration as well.
And if you'd like to follow up with us, you can scan that QR code, which goes to our link tree, which has all the links that are Frog in Hand related. You can follow us on our social media, sign up for our newsletter, and be in touch with us about our upcoming workshops and shows. And you can follow up with us if you have any questions as well. And as you've registered for today's session, we invite you to be a subscriber in our mailing list, where you can opt out and unsubscribe at any time. Follow us on social media at Frog in Hands on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our shows, our events, and any future opportunities. And if you'd like to watch this session again, the recording will be posted on our YouTube channel in a few days. And yeah, feel free to contact us, email your questions to us through our website contact form.
Thank you so much for your interest in the Summer Company. Thanks for your interest in Frog in Hand. Thank you for being here, for joining us. We do recommend that you check out our website. You can look at, take a more in-depth look at our past Summer Company projects, examples, people who were involved. You can read the full call for dancers, submissions. In a moment, we're going to stop recording and jump into any questions or points of clarification for the people who are in this live call. But if you are watching on YouTube, and this is a recording, and you have questions, please contact us through our website contact form. You can go to froginhand.com.